Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It's just gone 10 o'clock and we are awake. I'm going to document how I feel after the jab yesterday. So my arm stopped hurting after about 2 hours and it wasn't too bad to start with. And I was fine. And then I had a rough night, didn't I? But I don't know why. I was just tossing and turning. And I was cold. But I don't think I had a fever or anything because I was just saying I was cold. I kept opening the window, then shutting the window and turning the heater on, turning the heater off. And now I ache, but I don't know if I ache because it's a normal bad day for my pain, and so therefore I'm just achy, or if it's COVID vaccine related. I couldn't be 100% sure, but this arm does now ache, which is the jab arm, so that's definitely related to the jab. And I've got a headache that if I committed myself to it, it might turn into a proper headache, but I'm having some of these OT biscuits. And Lee's made a cup of tea because he's looking after me, aren't you, dear? And then I'm going to take some painkillers and hopefully that will set me up for the day. But we are going to have a lazy day. So that's how I feel at the moment. So it's now about 11:30 and I've gone downstairs and I've made a cup of tea and tried to sort out some laundry. And yes, I do officially ache and I'm putting it down to the... I shouldn't have held the phone in this arm. Yeah, I'm saying it's an official vaccine ache because every bit of me is aching. So I'm not going very far today. I'm going to stay around my bed drinking tea and watching programmes and reading my book. I do need to read you this. I can't show you the card because it's got the school info on it and our address on it as well. But they send these things home for children that have worked particularly well, called positive postcards, and they get positive points for it. And it says, "Dear Miss Ashton, Kenzie has worked very hard during this lockdown, has completed all tasks set to a good standard. Well done, Kenzie. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, Mrs. Bloomfield." That's his land and environment teacher. So very proud of him for working hard remotely and doing good work. I've decided I need an Epsom salt bath and see if that helps with my muscles. So I'm running myself a bath. The paracetamol have helped a bit, but I do still feel very achy. You have a steak and ale pie pizza with little pie tops on the top. Are the pie tops nice? Are they actual pastry?
Yep, they're dry.
They're dry. They look cute. I've glinged up a gluten-free pizza with lots of vegetables and extra cheese and a huge dollop of mayonnaise. And I've made a start on a puzzle, which I just got today from a puzzle swap from somebody in a couple of villages over. She's doing a puzzle swap with me. So I've made a start. Here we go. I finished my puzzle. I always find paintings harder. Maybe because of the brush strokes and stuff, it's not as obvious as a, I don't know, photo or something. Anyway, there we go. I enjoyed that.
This is where I stop.
Yeah, you're going to make yourself sick. And you're going to hurt your brother's head if you keep throwing sweeties at him.
It's okay, it's hollow. Well, it runs in the family. Yeah, it does. Sometimes I stay up late and I drink all the paint.
Aww. You throw them hard. You throw them hard. You're wicked. You're the sort of person to throw a loaf. You'd throw a loaf of bread at the ducks and sink it like in that film. Stop now, you're going to be sick. I know you're an adult, but
nobody can stop him.
I don't want you vomiting in this house.
Then you'll vomit outside.
We...
And then consume more. Nope.
Missed him.
No, don't get me back.
So, I've had a bath with Epsom salts, taken 2 paracetamol, and a lot of the aches and pains and the rest of my body had left. Now, as you all know, I live well, those of you that watch my vlogs regularly know that I do have aches and pains as a regular kind of thing anyway, so I don't know how much of that was vaccine related. But my arm, bearing in mind my arm stopped hurting after a couple of hours last night, it has been hurting all day, and it's kind of gone into my neck as well, so all this feels a bit stiff. I didn't get a headache. I felt like I could have a headache, but it didn't turn into anything. The one thing that did surprise me, and actually my dad had a phone call just after I had had my jab to say that he could go in that afternoon and have his, so he just went straight across the health centre and had his. And he ended up taking some paracetamol in the night, felt weird. Now, he told my mum that he felt like he'd got a different mind. I don't quite know what he meant, but she told me that after I said to her, I had this like feeling of anxiety in the night, like, I don't know, like everything was moving quite fast, like almost like panicky, but not panicky. I wasn't panicked about anything. I wasn't anxious about anything, but almost like everything was on a speed, you know, my mind was on a speedy setting. I can't really explain it, and felt detached, a bit detached from my body. And I remember laying in bed at one point thinking, need to go for a wee, but almost being scared to get out of the bed. And I had to go. Any other night you'd just get up and go to the toilet, but there was just something about, oh, I can't get up and go to the toilet, I can't go up and go to the toilet. And I was like, what, why? But it's because my brain was in that kind of like heightened state. So I think, and I'd be interested to hear if anyone else has had anything similar. My sister who reacted sort of badly to it, she said that that's one of the reasons she said she had flu-y symptoms, because she was aching, but she had that kind of feeling in her mind, which she gets when she's poorly, when she's got a fever or a temperature or what have you. So that's 3 of us that have had that same kind of feeling. So I'd be interested just to see if that is something that others have experienced with it. But it must be about, I was going to say 8 o'clock, it's 5 to 8. How about that? Not a bad guess. So about 8 o'clock in the evening. And apart from all of this being achy, I actually feel okay now. I'm eating fine. I haven't got tummy ache. I don't feel sick. I haven't had diarrhea. Haven't had a bad headache. So I'm just a bit achy. But a relaxed day was all I needed. So yeah, I'm sorry this vlog is very short and uneventful, but I hope that it is at least interesting for, you know, potential side effects or symptoms or post-jab experiences of having had the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. And on that note, I'm going to go make a cup of tea, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.